Welcome back on Diamond. Today I want to propose you a video about the unboxing review about the Tomb King on Necrolith Bone Dragon for the Tomb Kings of Khemri that comes in this case for the Warhammer, the OldWold. Sincerely, I loved this model since I seen this in the set box for Khemri of the OldWold. But I was not interested about the set box because there were only the core book and this model itself that was interesting in my opinion. All the other models I have yet about the Khemri, so I decided to have this as my gift for birthday, and so now we make the unboxing. We can see that this it's really quite intriguing. I'm really quite curious because I wanted to have something that it was an alternative option of the zombie dragon and much more skeletal, and this it's perfect in that way. So here we see how I can modify and so on eventually, and here we can see about the box itself. Sincerely, I suggest you not to throw away even these parts and cut off, because for example this could be a really an amazing bookmark that could be interesting. And if you see in the back we can find different option that we have, because it could be put with the High Priest or the Tomb King on it, so it means that you can decide quite a lot of things. I like also these details and this really quite amazing cat. It's awesome, this one. So you can really perfect quite a lot. You can use, and I think that I use as a sort of Austrian Boripes one, or you can make some modifying to use, for example, as a sort of Subagriver. Think about converting this in the way that it could be used, for example, for Manfred when he gone to the Khemri lands, so that it could make them resurrected, or for Neferata that it was a dominant about. So you can really have quite a lot of different options about, in my opinion, that could be really quite amazing one. So now it's only up to open this and see the contents. So let's see about the mod itself, and I think that it's even bigger than I thought, because if you see the ribs are bigger than the one about the Tarrogas, so not bad at all. It has quite an amazing amount of detail, and see here we have the cat, that it's wonderful, and really it surprised me quite a lot. It's even better than I thought. I'm quite curious about also this wing, because I thought that it was thicker, seeing the design, but it's not bad at all. It's quite nice. Eventually you can think also to not glue them on the model and use as a sort of crocodile, quite nice. Or we can think about magnetize maybe, because technically there should be enough space here to put an intriguing magnet. So I think that I had quite a lot of fun to think about, and really we had a lot of options to see and to use. Quite intriguing, quite nice really. I'm really going to have fun about using not only for the main model but also for other. We have also a basin that it's quite nice too. We can find also here the detail about the head better than I thought, sincerely. Quite nice. Also the tail, it's fantastic in my opinion. So really something that I'm really quite happy to have it, and quite curious to build up and see how it is at the end, because I want it really. I wanted to pass from showing it to build it up. Obviously there are also the basin that are for the, here we have the smaller one, that it's this one for the Tomb King or for the High Priest, so you can choose. And here the base for the dragon, so the bone dragon, it's nice. I use this in other ways because I wanted to make this model a model for Age of Sigmar, so I not use this specific one, but they have still they use, so not throw away. I think about other option that could be nice. I quite like, sincerely, they're nice, really. And then we have an important thing in my opinion, and it's the instructions, because here you can understand how to build the model. We've seen that there are tons of little pieces that you have to take note about, and if you go to see, we can understand quite better, for example, the timing. For example, if we had to glue the rocks or not in our project, it's really quite something to think about. And eventually you have also to think if you have to remove the rock, for example here, from the part of the leg, so that you can choose when, because if you decide not to use this basin but another one, could be nice, so that you can integrate better, you can understand better how it's built about the heads. So little by little you can really quite personalize a lot all the options, and really quite intriguing that way, because you can see, for example, build up the models, and so you can choose which one to do. You can study how you can monetize these step by step. So there are little things, but they accumulate each other, so you can gain quite a lot, because you can create two different available models, and about the piece that remain you can use in a lot of different ways. So knowing how you have to build this, it's a really good way to plan, for example, the usage of the other pieces, when to monetize without having maybe to break the model, because it's quite delicate in some places. A lot of things that you should consider. I always suggest you to think and take care of such instructions, because they are better useful than you can think. So what to say about such model? I think that it's amazing. This it's something that you can personalize in a lot of ways. I'm really still thinking about what I can modify, for example, about the head, to change the options, or to use the wings for other things, or simply how I want to use such mod in what army, because it could be used for the Ossebo Reapers, it could be used for the Subagravers, it could be used for the Vampire Counts, for the Khemri themselves, because you can play obviously with the OldWold, or otherwise to play with this in the Khemri version, for example, for the Subagravers, or for example, it could be for Manfred, as I said, or Neferata, or create a completely different army that is based on only skeletons. A lot of different options. So even if you have 2 or 3 of these ones, or even more, luckily, I think that there are tons of options, because could be a different version for the zombie dragon. You have tons of possibility, and you can change the basin, everything. You can make it perfect for what you need, and this is something that I really quite love. So this is a model that I wanted for a lot of time, not as much as for the Necrosphinx, but this it's amazing, and I think that it's quite worth. You only need to understand that everything that it's inside has a limit, but at the same time it's fantastic, because it has a lot of potential, and you can really use this every time you want, in every way you want, because you can put the wings out, you can use as a crocodile, you can use the mummies that are the Lich Priest and the Tom King itself as other options. So tons of amazing possibilities. Love. So from that mode, it's everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell so to receive notification about new video, to comment under here about this video, or if you want to suggest me new videos. So I hope to see you again to the next time.